Hello, welcome to another video. And today I want to talk about Bloodborne and Sony. I know at this point it's probably like a few days late, but on PlayStation's 30th anniversary, they released a trailer. It was really nice. It was 30-year anniversary for Sony or PlayStation. I'm going to probably mix that up way more than I should. And they were, throwing clips of their history, a bunch of games, a bunch of PlayStation games, stuff like that. Big advertisement for PlayStation while kind of, looking back at their history. It was really nice. It turned nice into just quite absolutely trolling hilarious at the very end of it, because the last frame, the last, game that they showed off was this. It's about persistence being a clip of Bloodborne. I did also see that this clip in Bloodborne is actually from the trailer that was out for Bloodborne. I saw that on Twitter feed. It is 100%. I'm not saying that there's even like a shadow of a doubt. This is trolling by Sony. 100%. The obvious thing with persistence is that it's a Souls game. It's a FromSoft game, I guess, because it's not Souls. But, persistence, fighting bosses, typical Dark Souls, Elden Ring stuff. You have to keep trying, pick yourself up, yada yada. But the second kind of meaning that Bloodborne and persistence kind of has together is hilarious, where there has been so many Bloodborne fans and whatnot. I've never played Bloodborne. This whole thing and everything, it's on my backlog, all this. I'm going to be playing Bloodborne. I'm hoping to play it this month. I'm planning to record and such, make a couple videos for it, but I have to play Bloodborne. At this point, it's been too long. You only hear too many good things. I have to play Bloodborne. But the people in the community that already love this game, everything like that, they have been so persistent in asking for anything with this game. Not even like a remaster, which 100% makes the most sense with Bloodborne at this point, to do a PS5/PC remaster of it. It would literally just print so much money. I don't know. That's my personal thing. I don't know if like something with FromSoft, that they have no interest in doing it and that they don't want a different developer doing it, even though the Demon's Souls remake turned out super well from everything that I've heard. I've never played any Demon's Souls, probably never will. But it is just definitely trolling that they, put this there, had it as like, keep being persistent. Maybe one day you'll get a fucking Bloodborne PC port where you can have it at 60 frames. Just kidding. Keep dreaming. It's never, ever, ever going to happen. Have fun playing on a fucking PS4 or a PS5, I guess, because you can now, at 30 frames. And don't ever expect to get anything better. Like the fact that you can't even like upscale use a PS5 to get it to 60 frames or whatnot. It's absolutely crazy. And that's not like all the Bloodborne/FromSoft news, as with their potential purchase, their parent company. It seems more and more likely at this rate that it's going to happen eventually. And if it doesn't, it's because Sony didn't want to, pull the trigger on it. But it seems like FromSoft is going to be sold. So hopefully, no matter what happens, it works out for FromSoft. They keep making the good games that, they want to make and whatnot. I'm very new to like the FromSoft fandom, being that Elden Ring is the only FromSoft game that I've ever completed. I barely touched Dark Souls 1. And again, my remembrance of Bloodborne is I own it. I think I might have opened it, got like killed. I don't remember because it's been so long, but I don't think I got past 5 minutes at that. But I'm definitely going to play Bloodborne. I kind of want to go through like a whole FromSoft arc. I made a video after I finished Elden Ring where it was kind of like, Elden Ring was so goddamn good. I kind of don't know what to do. I haven't fully recovered from that, if I'm being honest. Like, there's certain games and whatnot. I'm currently playing Final Fantasy 16. I'm loving it personally. I know it was kind of divisive. I'm really enjoying the story and whatnot. I'm about eight hours in, I think, so still relatively earlier into the game. I'm really enjoying it, so that's good. But once that's done, I plan to do Bloodborne. Probably will just roll through that, and then from there, I don't know if I want to either do the Dark Souls, which I feel like makes the most sense, or do something like Lies of P and try like a Souls-like. I don't know. Maybe I'm just gonna turn into a Souls YouTuber because it is. Dude, these games are absolutely insane and they're so goddamn well made. And again, it's all about persistence. I actually can't believe Sony did this. I mean, I say that, but they've been like, it's been 9 years and they're still like, fuck you. I get, like it's actually crazy. There's always also, it's sad, but there's always so much false hope when something like this happens. You have Bloodborne fans and whatnot connecting the dots. There was something about December 3rd. Sony had some cryptic thing about that date, and Bloodborne's getting a random update on December 3rd. It's happening, and nothing happened. And here we are. I'm sure people will see this and be like, oh my god, they're actually like putting Bloodborne kind of out there, where it seems like Sony has a lot of times ignored it. That maybe I think it would be March, it's going to be 10 years. It's going to be a full decade. Maybe at a 10-year anniversary, they decide, fuck it, let's do something. Let's remaster it. Let's put a PC port. Let's do anything. Who knows? I don't know. I feel like FromSoft has some form of reason. Like, they have some pull in this, even though Sony has the IP. It's a Sony product. FromSoft that made it and whatnot. Maybe they have some sort of say in the creative future of it, and they just don't want to touch it right now. Maybe in the future they'll do a Bloodborne 2, and that's when they'll kind of remake this and then get prepped for Bloodborne 2. That's, again, false hope. Lord knows that might not ever happen. Because I did also see recently in like an interview or whatnot, the like head creator of Elden Ring and all the FromSoft games, but he had said that they're not currently working on Elden Ring 2, no sequel. They're, doing some creative development type stuff and ideas and whatnot. So who knows? I don't think they do an Elden Ring 2 I don't think right away. I don't know. I could be completely wrong because they're gonna have to do something more with Elden Ring just because so much hype and everything is around it that their next big Souls-like, at least, or Souls game is going to do super well and have a lot of hype, and you think it's gonna have to, deliver. But yeah, Sony put out this trailer, great trailer, everything, and wanted to poke fun and troll Bloodborne fans. And as not a current Bloodborne fan, I just feel sympathetic at this point. They definitely deserve better. The game deserves better from everything that I've heard. I plan on playing it to actually experience it, but those poor fans, they have been the epitome of persistent with this game. And they're not even asking for like anything insane. I think asking for a sequel is probably the biggest stretch. I think the lowest you could ask for is an update for a PS5 to just play the OG one at 60 frames. Like, I think that's bare minimum. I don't think that should be that big of a deal to ask for, but it's been however long, they've gotten literally nothing. But that is going to do it for this video. Leave a comment on your thoughts on Bloodborne, this whole thing. If you think Sony is actually just trolling, Bloodborne fans and whatnot. If you think there's going to be anything in the near future with Bloodborne, I'm still going to be skeptical until I see it at this point. It's been 9 years since the game released, and there hasn't been a peep of anything, so I wouldn't really expect that. Consider leaving a like if you enjoyed this video. Consider subscribing. I post every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I hope you have a great weekend. Peace out.